is it's all the experiences that we currently have that are pseudo-experiences. They should give us the feeling of something real, but they don't. I am talking to you about something deeply personal, and you're answering me,
thumbs up.
And I should be feeling connected, open, vulnerable, you know, but in fact, you're there, but you're not present. And I'm feeling a certain kind of loneliness. I'm feeling this as if another way of talking about it is, you're there, but it is almost like what we call ambiguous loss. Because instead of feeling connection with you, I am actually grieving. I feel like something is just not happening. Ambiguous loss is a term that was coined by Pauline Boss about grieving. What happens when you, and the impossibility of grieving. So you are there and sitting in front of me, I see you, but you have Alzheimer's and you are psychologically or emotionally gone.
Oh God.
So you're physically there, but emotionally absent. Or you are deployed, or you are disappeared, and you are physically gone or miscarriage, but you are emotionally and psychologically present. In both of these situations, I can't really resolve, are you there or are you not there? You don't get to experience experimentation, doubt, friction, conflict, that are part of what my friend Perel calls fierce intimacy. And then you start to have all these experiences of artificial intimacy. I could go on, but what do you think of that?
I mean, I see it every day. I think I call it counterfeit connection in my work. And I think one of the things that's really hard about counterfeit connection is the loneliness it creates. We are the most hyper-connected group of people in human history, and the loneliest.
Yes, but I would switch the order of the word. Modern loneliness masks as hyperconnectivity.
Ooh.
You know,
say that again.
Modern loneliness masks as hyperconnectivity. I can have 1,000 virtual friends, but nobody to feed my cat. Nobody to ask to go and pick up a prescription at the pharmacy. But 1,000 people who are giving me likes and dislikes and all kinds of things that are now becoming the foundation of my self-esteem. You do not carry this all alone. Suddenly 120 people sing this to this woman, and nothing needed to be said. So I don't know that I will, it's not prepared in advance, but I thought if that moment happens to someone else, this is the song that needs to be sung. We can't take your sorrow away, but we can create a community around you that makes the sorrow worth bearing. So that's my other song, the one I wrote, is very fun. It's
We all needed the same, but the world is hostile, a hostile place for some people's vulnerability.
Absolutely.
And it should be a birthright, not a privilege, to be able to be vulnerable. Because it is the connection to every experience that we want more of. More love, more joy, more belonging, more art, more requires vulnerability. Yet, in a world with systemic racism, with homophobia, I mean, like the number of trans laws right now being pushed into the legislative system, like vulnerability is dangerous for many people. And it robs them of not just that experience, but all of the experiences that vulnerability flows from. And so it's just, now when people call and say, hey, we want to do Dare to Lead, the first thing we ask is, great, are you willing to create an organization where armor is not rewarded or required?
But sometimes it is required in the moment.
In the moment, for sure.
Developmental. you know. There are moments when to be vulnerable will kill you. And then there is the next moment when everything you pushed down in order to survive comes out. This is so hard.
I mean, it's so hard.